Guys, and welcome to episode 12. And this will be the last episode of World War II. And so right now the war is definitely a world war. There's stuff happening in North America, Asia, Europe, and Africa. And so let's go to Asia, where I think is the most interesting, as the Koreans start going crazy and are becoming a major power from this land grab. You see their size? And then the blue country, which I believe is this blue. No, I always get that mixed up. It's the last blue. Are basically telling this country, get out of the war or you're dead. And so this country gets out of the war, and they're now really small. And then this country also gets out of the war, which does mean that they have to end it right there. So these two, after getting all the land they want, just exit. They're done fighting. They got all the land they wanted. They're happy with the land. And so, look at that. Look at their size. They are glad they have joined this war, and they just helped the red team fight off India so much. Can I just point out, this purple team's been here way too long. I know they're an OG, but they're out. As the blue red team's starting to go against them. I know this is an OG too, but yeah, they're getting cut. As the red team keeps on going into their territory, and they go into the India's territory. And they, before they lose all of their land, decide to leave the war, leaving India by themselves except for the people over here. And the people over here are kind of getting cooked. Oh my god, I always pick the wrong color. As this one is completely falls to the orange team over here. It completely falls. It's not going to be back. And so this is the only place India's teams are actually doing good. As it's a real carry job. And so they just keep on going. But they're not helping India. They're just killing the people over here. And soon when this country is about to fall, their neighbors just start trying to get as much land as possible from them, away from the other team, that they just start attacking their own ally. And so their own ally just is falling because they don't want them to get extra land from him. And there you go. And this is when the orange team is like, okay, I got all the land I want. I'm gone. Gray team's like, oh, the good idea. So they leave. This country's still fighting because they haven't gotten any land yet. And they're going to get some land. As they're now fighting, taking over this area. And now they're really just going through. And they're like, let me just knock out this country and then I'm out of this war. And so, he's just going through. He's officially gotten kicked out of this war. Which means he's just basically just... I'm glad I didn't press that because I would have done all of USA. It was just Alaska for a second. There you go. And then he officially leaves the war after that. Means this is the only one left. And because he has no one to fight, what's the point of fighting? So he leaves. And officially India is by itself. Everybody is now going against them. And before they get any closer to India's main place, which is New Delhi, I guess, they end the war. Let me make this border look a bit better. Look appropriate. And so, it's time for a peace treaty. So, this is going to be the craziest peace treaty yet. Because, it's absolutely nuts what happened. I mean, yeah. 3 episodes of war. Crazy. And so, let's see what the peace treaty looks like. Okay, so here is the peace treaty. Over here, even though India lost, they kept all their land because they left the war. So this did not change at all because all of them left. Cool. And then in Africa, nothing really happened. Of course, they kept the land because, so they kept that too. And they kept what they got from the pink team. But Egypt's the main one. They get all of the Arabia Peninsula and all of this Gulf, Persian Gulf, I think. And they do border India again. I felt like doing that. The red team is massive. And they gave away their land over here. So the blue team and this team would be happy with the war because they sent a lot of stuff over here to help. And so, of course, they deserve some land. So the red team was nice and said, yeah, I'll give you some land. So they gave them most of Europe. But they made sure they still surround both the Caspian and the Black Sea. Because they just like seas. Look at how far they go now. India is small now. I think New Delhi is like here. So they lost New Delhi. I just gave it back. This China and this team are now massive. The purple team got a little bit of land from India just because they left the war. So they got some land. And so that is war. Thank you guys for watching this episode of What If Civilization started over. World War II is officially over. And a lot of new things are going to happen because of it.